Hello and good day. Let me welcome you again to the National Center for Teacher Education, the Philippine Normal University. We continue with the series of presentation on the philosophy of education. Today, we are going to discuss realism with the end view of identifying the major tenets of realism, 2, understanding the implication of realism to educational practice, and 3, to identify the influence of realism to educational system in the Philippines and its teaching practices. I do hope that you will enjoy this presentation. What is realism? Realism believes in the world as it is. It believes that truth is what we sense and observe, and is found in the order of the law of nature. It posits that reality exists independent of the mind. It contends that schools exist to reveal the order of the world and the universe. It is therefore of the view that students must be taught factual information. It aims to provide the students with the essential knowledge that they will need to survive in the natural world. The main thesis of realism is the idea of being independent. Reality is independent from the mind. Thus, because of this tenet, we may say that idealism and realism contradicts each other. Realism believes that there is objective reality, and this objective reality exists independent of the human mind. And this existence has an essence that can be known by the mind through the senses. Matter is independent of the mind. Matter is real to the realist. What are the aims of realist education? Realism puts great emphasis on the practical side of education, and that includes education for moral and character development. John Locke, Johann Herbart, and Herbert Spencer held that the chief aim of education should be moral education. Realists agree that education should be based on essential and practical knowledge that exists independent of the knower. Aristotle views education as the process of developing rational powers to their fullest so that the good life can be achieved. The method of realist education. A proper understanding of the world requires an understanding of facts and ways of ordering and classifying knowledge. Therefore, schools should teach fundamental facts about the universe in an interesting and enjoyable way. The realist places enormous emphasis on critical reason, aided by observation and experimentation. Realists insist that whatever the methods used, it should be characterized by the integrity that comes from 1. Systematic, 2. Organized, and 3. Dependable knowledge. Many realists support competency, accountability, and performance-based teaching. Realists agree that the curriculum should be practical and useful. John Locke approved of practical studies such as reading, writing, drawing, geography, astronomy, arithmetic, history, ethics, and law. John Amos Comenius introduced an extensive use of pictures in the educational processes. The proper kind of education should be based on a curriculum to perfect one's natural power by training the senses. Johann Pestalozzi believed in sense impression and promoted the skill as spinning and gardening, while Bell gave us object studies which focus on gifts, songs, and games. Johann Herbart gave us the system of correlation and concentration, whereby each subject would bear on and integrated with other related subjects. Maria Montessori made use of objects, provided all sorts of experiences with blocks, cylinders, and geometric patterns. What is the role of a teacher in a realist education? The teacher should present material in a systematic and organized way, and should promote the idea that one can use clearly defined criteria in making judgment about arts, economics, politics, and science. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this presentation and will enjoy the activities prepared for you after this short presentation. Thank you and enjoy your day.